Welcome back, Gwent friends, to Christo's Cafe. Today we are doing our third journey review. So we covered Ciri, we covered Alzur, and today we are covering Yen's journey. So that being said, I kind of gave some mixed reviews about Ciri's journey based on the fact that it was excessively long with 165 levels, of which some I have not completed, and the contracts sit there all sad in my profile. Alzur brought it back. I thought the Alzur journey was great, pretty simple, straightforward, easy to go and complete, get your keys, get your rewards, get your cosmetics, and all of that. So I very much enjoyed it. I thought the model looked great as well. And then we jump into Yen's, who actually falls pretty similar in the same setup as Alzur's. So we'll go through that a little bit and talk about why. For those of you who are not familiar with the journey system, basically it's a battle pass type system where you're going to have on your standard row, which is completely free to you, different levels that you're going to complete 24 crowns or 24 half crowns, so 12 total crowns that will go ahead and get you your different levels. That will give you reward points, different portraits on the top. And that's mainly what you're going to get on the top aspect of it. Tons and tons and tons of reward points and a few different portraits. Now, if you decide and go and spend the, I believe it's $10 US, translate that into whatever currency you use, you're going to get a whole heck of a lot more. In fact, the exact things you're going to get outside of the cosmetics, that is, you're going to get 50 reward points, 4 ultimate premium kegs, 2 ultimate kegs, 1 faction keg for each faction, 1 premium epic, so that's Nineke, and then you've got premium legendaries, you've got Yen Conjurer, Lady of the Lake, Caleb, Yen Invocation, Yarpin, Mask of Ouroboros, and Cave Troll. So the cool part about that is as you go through here, you're actually going to get some really nifty premium cards that are worthwhile and usable. Yen Conjurer just recently got a little bit of a buff. Lady of the Lake will, see occasional play. Caleb as well, very kind of rarely seen. Yen's Invo Zone in almost every Nilfgaard deck, so you'll be happy to have that. And Nineke, not so much. Yarpin works in a dwarf deck, so you're getting not quite as useful premiums as last time around. I believe that in Alzur's journey, almost every premium was really playable. Cave Troll's in a lot of monster decks, so you'll be happy to have that one as well. So I think there is some good stuff in here. You do have, obviously, the Yen leader model. I know some people were complaining about how good it looks or doesn't look and called it a little bit lazy, but to each their own. I think that overall it looks pretty nice. You're also going to get different avatars. You're going to get fun coins. I think for me, this is the highlight of a lot of the journey, is the fact that you get coins that are nice and unique versus a lot of the other coins you kind of get stuck with throughout the game that are all very similar looking. So it's fun to have something look a little bit different. You've got your borders. A lot of them move. They're different colors and things like that. You're going to get different skulls that are animated as well as your avatars. You get different titles. So card backs as well. Lots and lots and lots of cosmetics for you. Now, I did a whole bunch of math to try and determine, is this worth it for you? I am not going to make you sit through this whole video before I come to a conclusion and explain to you what I think. I'm actually going to give you that information up front. Lucky you, you don't have to sit through me rambling for another 5 minutes. That being said, if you want more of an explanation why, you can definitely jump in and, watch this rest of this video through. In previous, I have always said that Journey is a great value, and I do absolutely believe it is, even in this situation. In the past, I've always said 2 thumbs up, like go ahead, get the Journey Pass. Get the Battle Pass, get the Premium Pass, whatever you want to call it. This time around, I'm going to be a little bit more specific about it. If you are a new player and you have, let's say, 75% of the full collection or less, get the Battle Pass. It is tremendous value and going to ramp up your collection really, really quickly. If you are a more seasoned player, been around the block for a little while, you really love Yen and the cosmetics. Even if you have almost a full collection, pay the $10. You get great value. You get great reward points. You get some extra cards, some scraps, some powder. Even if you're going to disenchant and scrap all the cards you get, still worth it in my opinion. If you have almost a full collection and you don't give a shit about cosmetics, no, don't get it. It's not worth it. All you're literally going to pay $10 for cosmetics. That being said, that $10 can be very well spent if that is something you're looking to collect in the way of cards and whatnot and build out your collection. So let me go into a bit more detail and tell you exactly why I think this is the case. Don't forget, you can always check me out live as well, twitch.tv/TheOneChristo. Go ahead, throw a follow over there. Same thing on Twitter, and you can find me, of course, YouTube, Christo's Cafe. Come check out all the deck guides, the news, and everything else Gwent related. Now, all that aside, let's jump in and talk much more specifically about this this journey. So obviously here you're gonna see basically everything I talked about before. You're gonna have your borders, you're gonna have your avatars, you're gonna have your titles, you're going to have your coins, you're going to have your Yennefer. That's what's on the premium stage of things. Now, you're not only going to get everything that's listed here, you're not only going to have to do that through collecting crowns, you're also going to be able to have journey quests that seem to be bugged right now. But these journey quests for the first week seem pretty straightforward. Finish a match online, play 20 unit cards, damage 15 unit 15 times. This is win a match, play 10 special cards, and boost unit 20 times. So buying the premium pass actually gives you access to a second set of 3 quests every week. And what that's going to do is allow you to move through this a lot more quickly. So if you're somebody who doesn't play a lot, but does want to progress to level 100 and beyond, I highly recommend getting the premium pass because it will give you access to these extra quests. So that's a big part of it as well. These quests give you basically enough to complete just about 1 full level. They give you 20 crowns as opposed to 24, but that plus a couple wins will put you right where you need to be to complete 1 of the levels. So overall, you're going to have, I believe it is 12 weeks of this. So that'll give you 36 quests and get you well on your way. Now let's go back. Let's go look at contracts, because not only are you going to get to complete your premium pass through quests and winning crowns, but also through the actual contracts themselves. Now here you see me be really sad about Ciri's journey and these guys just sitting here and all these reward points that I'm never going to get. But you're also going to get some contracts that you will not have access to if you do not pay the premium price. You're going to easily be able to complete 10 of Yen's journey quests, whether you pay for the premium or not. You'll be able to complete all of the quests, but not on the extended journey because you won't have access to them. So you're going to lose out on one of these cosmetics. Completing all the weekly quests from the standard journey, no problem. You can get that. That's 20 rewards. You're going to miss these 20 though, because you won't have the extended journey. You're also not going to get this recolor because you don't have the extended journey here as well. You're going to get the avatar for Nemu, but you will not get the Yennefer one, etc., etc. I can go on. Most of the cosmetic rewards, though, will give you 3 reward points for playing 1 game with it. It's going to give you a title for completing 5 games. It's going to give you 5 points for completing 10 games, and then you're going to get cosmetics for 20 and 40. But those 8 points will be lost to you as well if you don't go and get the premium pass. So I can scroll through this, but they're mostly the same, with 3 and 5 being the main ones. And then you get 30 reward points at the end if you do complete everything on both the premium and extended and non-premium, paths. Quick math, 62 keys. That is the math that I got if I counted all of those up. So you would be missing out on 62 keys for your contracts, and you'd be missing out on 50 keys for that premium pass. So altogether, that's 112 keys. I tried to do some math. You guys can tell me if you're sticking with me or not on this. Basically, I came up with the fact that 1 key is about 40 scraps, because if you go into your reward book and you skip down to, let's say, anything seasonal, you look and 1 key will typically get you 40 scraps. If you end up unlocking, some of them have 2, and that'll give you 80 scraps. I don't see any here. So you're probably looking at about 40 scraps per key. Quick math, that means the 112 keys you miss out on are worth technically about 4,480 scraps. Now, a keg is worst case scenario about 60 scraps. That is if you get 1 rare and you were to mill it. So let's say you have all the cards you pull out of your keg. So what you're going to be looking at is you're going to be looking at milling your commons, which will mill you for 10 scraps, and you will be milling your rare, which will, that's the common, which will get you 20 scraps. So you would actually be getting, again, that worst case scenario of 60. They can be worth more because you can end up with legendaries and epics and things like that. I'm not going to do the math based on how many, but 60 scraps will get you 75 kegs. That is 75 baseline kegs of just rares and common cards. So if those get you 75 kegs, plus you're getting 6 faction kegs, plus you're getting 2 ultimate kegs on that premium path, that gets you 83 total kegs. Plus, you're going to get your 4 ultimate premium kegs, So you've got 83 kegs and 4 ultimate premium kegs. I'm not going to include the legendaries and the epics you can break down. I'll let you guys decide if that's something you want or not. But if you're just doing the basic math, we go jump into the shop. All right. Those 4 premium kegs in and of themselves, if we go into the card kegs here, they're going to be $6.27 for 2. If you go and get 4 of them, you're doubling that. So you're talking like $12.50 essentially. That's already more than what your premium pass is going to cost you. So just in your ultimate premium kegs, that is what you're getting. Now, if you look at just an ultimate keg, 2 of them is going to be about $3. So if 2 is about $3 and you've got 83 of them, my NA math will not let me comply with that. But let's say that's about 40-ish. You're looking at like you're looking at about $100 worth, because if you're going to get 80 kegs, let's say 83, you're looking at $50 a pop for those. So if you measure those scraps up to the ultimate kegs, that's what you're going to get. You're looking at like potentially over $100 worth of value just in resources that you can then go in and spend on the game. And that is why I'm telling you that if you do not have a full collection, this is the best way to grow your collection. It's $10. Even if you just get scraps, that means the RNG is limited and you can go out and continue to craft out your faction cards that you need or the cards you need for your deck. If you have the full collection, you just want to gather more keys, more scraps, get ready for the next expansion that's coming in a couple months, go ahead and do this and start to stockpile your resources. So it gives you some great options. You get the yen models along the way as well. You get the coins, like I said, which I think are really, really interesting. If you look at, I mean, I'm playing a shoot right now, but if you look at yen, you're going to have about 8 different heads. You're going to have 9 different outfits. And again, a lot of these are going to unlock future quests and things like that as well, which are just going to go and they're going to get you even more resources. So, man, I think if you're looking to grow your collection, you 100% need to be spending this $10. If you do have the $10 to spend, I would go with this. This is the best way to get bang for your buck in the game right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked just kind of my breakdown of the resources and what you get out of Yen's $10 premium pass. Please let me know what you think. Drop it in the comments below. Find me on Twitter, Twitch, wherever you'd like to give me shit for producing a poor quality video, just telling you to spend your money. Come let me know. If you do enjoy it, please keep me posted. I love to hear that as well. If you want me to go into more detail, break down some of the quests, if you want me to give a weekly recap of exactly what the quests are, the best ways to complete them, things like that, please let me know. I will be happy to share all of that information with you. So take care, enjoy Yen's journey, and happy Gwenting.
Oh, what a lovely tea party.